Happy Sabbath, church family. We are here once again to take a look on the Bible to see what it can tell us about prayer. And I want to share with you a very known passage as well, Luke chapter 8, as well because I'm always talking about very known verses of the Bible, right? But Luke chapter 8, we're going to read after verse 43, and it tells us, "Now a woman having a flow of blood for 12 years, who had spent all her livelihood on physicians, and could not be healed by any, came from behind and touched the border of his garment. And immediately her flow of blood stopped. And Jesus said, 'Who touched me?' Well, all denied it. Peter and those with him said, 'Master, the multitudes throng and press you, and you say, Who touched me?' But Jesus said, 'Somebody touched me, for I perceived power going out from me.'" So this is a funny scene here because Jesus is walking in the middle of the multitude, and he suddenly feels that someone touched him and power came out of him. So he looks in the multitude to see who touched him. But this is the thing, that person had already got the cure. It was done. She was cured immediately when she touched Jesus. This is what the verse tells us. But Jesus stopped his ways, stopped where he's going to see what and who was the person who touched him. When you look into this passage, Jesus is going somewhere, right? When we are reading Luke here, but if you read that in Matthew chapter 9, you will see that Jesus is going to heal someone. So the family is in great distress, and Jesus is trying to help this family, but then suddenly he decided to stop to ask, "Who touched me?" Right? So can you imagine the urgency of what he was doing and where he was going, and when he stops and people, imagine the family looking at Jesus and, "Let's go save my girl. She's dying or she's dead." In fact, when she was dying, when he gets there, she's already dead. So this is also adds to this whole scene here, because Jesus gets late there, all right? And because he gets late there, the girl's already dead, okay? Now I remember the case here. So when he stops to talk to "Who touched me?", he's losing time, right? And people is in a hurry because the girl is almost dying, right? But of course, Jesus knew that he could bring the girl to life. But he stopped anyway. He stopped in this path of, I have to go to save her. And he stops to ask, "Who touched me?" because he felt power coming from him. And then Peter says the obvious to Jesus, "Jesus, everybody's pressing up on you here. What's going on?" Verse 47, "Now when the woman saw that she was not hidden, she came trembling and falling down before him. She declared to him in the presence of all the people the reason she had touched him and how she was healed immediately." So she knows that he knows. And now she declares herself here. Who is this woman and why Jesus did this? Well, first of all, let's take a look at what happened with this woman, right? Who was this woman here? We can see on other accounts of this story that this woman has spent her money trying to solve this problem, that she tried many things to solve these problems. She tried the physicians of her time to solve these problems, but she couldn't. And if you remember very well, the law from the Old Testament is that a woman that is in her period should not be among the others and should not be touched. Okay, so this was a law in the Old Testament. So the fact that she touched Jesus, it's a problem because she's doing something. She's in the middle of a multitude right now, and she's bleeding right? So basically she's considered unclean, and she should not be touching anyone, and she touches Jesus. You see the problem why she's hiding herself? But when she noticed that he knows, she have to declare what she was doing, what she did, in fact. And by doing so, Jesus had the opportunity to cure her soul. Because this is a woman that has been set aside from society for long years, that has not been recognized as a person for these long years. In a society that is pretty much masculine society, where women are treated like they really don't count, and this woman has a problem that she cannot even live in society, and she can't cure herself, so probably she has a sin because God gave her this disease and she can deal with that. So can you imagine all the trauma in the mind of this woman and how she was suffering for the long years? And why Jesus stopped if she was already cured? Because Jesus wanted to give her more than the cure. When you see in the text here, verse 48, he said to her, "Daughter, be of good cheer," lifting her up, calling her daughter, giving her a sign of love on a society that do not love her, making her stand up, giving her a reason to smile once again. Your faith has made you well. Go in peace. Probably that woman would be spending the rest of her days thinking, I got the cure, but I did something wrong. Jesus wanted to stop to say, you did nothing wrong. Go in peace. You are my daughter. What Jesus was doing, he was curing her soul. Jesus does not want to just give us cure for our problems, healthy problems. Jesus wants to cure our soul. Jesus wants to heal our traumas. Jesus can go there. So during this intimacy moments with God, let Jesus go inside of your deepest, hardest place where you don't even go there. Let Jesus go there and heal you with his grace.